Hello and welcome back to another video from China. So what are we doing today? Well, we are in the park again, actually. The beautiful park. Look at that. And we are going to do a walk and talk. Walk and talk. So what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about, is it easy for a foreigner to live in China? I'm a foreigner. I'm not from China, but I live in China. But before I go on, I just want to say these are my opinions and my experiences. So if your experience is different, that's fair enough. That's cool. These are just my experiences, all right? In my opinion, it's easier to live in a big city here in China than a small city. See, I live in a small city and it can be a little difficult if you don't speak the language fluently. For example, it's hard to make friends. It's hard just to communicate in general if you've got a problem. I mean, I know the basics and I'm learning, but it could be so much easier if I lived in Shanghai, Beijing, and the rest of the big cities. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it here or it's too difficult. I'm just giving an example, a comparison. It is easier to live in a big city, in my opinion, because you get the comforts from home, a lot of foreign restaurants, a lot of foreign people that will probably speak English. Life basically will be easier for you if you've just moved to China and you live in a big city. Well, you might be asking, well, Arif, why don't you live in Shanghai? Well, the small cities have comforts that the big cities don't, like cheaper food, cheap rent, bigger apartments, not so busy parks on the weekend when you want to chill and relax. Yeah, a lot of comforts that the big cities don't have, but it is easier if you've just moved to China to move to a bigger city. So yeah, you don't miss home basically. But whatever city you go to in China, if you speak fluent Chinese, then you'll not have a problem in China at all, in any city. But don't get me wrong, if you want to come to China and you can't speak the language fluently, it's all right. It's not all end all kind of situation. As long as you know the basics to get by, and when you come here, you can get to know friends, they can teach you Chinese, you can get some lessons for cheap, and you'll learn as you go along. So don't let that put you off. You don't have to learn fluent Chinese to come here. Look, I know some people that have came to China and they speak fluent Chinese. These are foreigners, fluent Chinese. They actually studied Chinese back home, wherever they came from. And they were hated here. They were hated. No one hardly liked them because, I don't know, they just weren't very nice people, I guess, not very kind. So most importantly, is to be kind than to learn the language fluently. I don't know the language fluently. I know bits and bobs. I know what I need to get by. I have lessons, and my friends just take the mick out of me, make fun of me, like my Chinese friends, for fun. It's funny for them when I make a mistake. It's a laugh, right? It's not very important because I'm kind, I'm nice to them. So we're friends no matter what, whether I know the language fluently or not. So what I'm trying to say is being kind when you come to a foreign country is so much more important than learning the language fluently. Be respectful, be kind, be nice, mingle in with the locals, make friends. That's the most important thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's foreigners that live here that speak fluent Chinese and that are really, really nice. That wasn't my point. My point is just be kind, learn basic Chinese if you wanted to come out here, if you didn't have time to learn it fluently, and just come out. Don't let that be a deterrent coming out here if you don't know the language fully. But if you learn a lot of Chinese before you come out here, the Chinese will respect that. They'll think, nice, you put in the work. I like that, I like you. And like I said before, when you come here, don't isolate yourself. Don't be secluded, you know. Try and mingle in with the locals, learn the culture, eat the local food, do what the locals do basically, and you'll make a lot of friends. I know foreigners that go to many other countries and just isolate themselves and say, oh, I didn't enjoy that country, the culture's not very nice, blah blah. Well, you didn't experience it, you were in your room all the time. So get out and about, enjoy life, enjoy what the country brings, like just going to the park. You might meet some people on the way. and I always meet people on the way when I'm not videoing, and they always stop and chat, ask where I'm from, what I'm up to. Yeah, we have a laugh, we have a joke, sometimes we exchange numbers, and we keep in touch, keep in contact, and meet up for a drink, for a coffee. Yeah, get to know each other. That's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. Transport system is brilliant here. There's metros everywhere, trains everywhere, and for very, very cheap. So when you come here, if you come here, try and travel around. I'm not talking about travel the end of the country or anything. Just go to the next city on the weekend like I do. I try and go to different stops on the metro sometimes, discover new things, learn new things, see new things, try new foods, learn how to spell different cities' names, even though it's quite impossible for me. Yeah, just enjoy the travel here, enjoy how easy it is and how convenient it is. It really is. And here where I live now, we've got a metro station that will go to so many cities for so cheap. And we've got a train that will go to Shanghai, will go to Beijing, and basically everywhere, It all depends on you really when you come here, like your personality, how you adapt to the situation. If you're a negative person, you're going to have a negative experience. If you're a positive person, you're more likely to have a positive experience because you'll be open-minded, you'll want to do things, you'll want to try things, you'll want to learn things, and yeah, all that will become a positive experience for you. But if you're negative, stopping in the house, don't want to try any food here, I understand people don't really like going out of their comfort zones and tasting new things or whatever, but it's all about trying. That's the clue. Trying. That's the most important word here. Try. Just try. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. If you didn't try, then how do you know you don't like it? Do you know what I mean? But if you know you don't like it, I mean, that's fair enough. That's a different story altogether. But at least try. Experience things when you're here. You'll have a fantastic time and memories to last a lifetime. But my point at the beginning about the cities, it's easier to live in a bigger city than a small city when you first move here, is out the window if you're a positive person. Because if you go to a smaller city, you've learned some basic Chinese, and like I said, you're a positive person, you'll go out every day, you'll taste the food, you'll mingle in with the crowds, you're not scared to talk to people, to make friends. It doesn't matter where you go in China, that point goes out of the window. But I was just talking generally. It is easier if you move straight to Shanghai, for example, because you'll not miss home. That was my other point. You'll just not miss home. And it's very easy to miss home when you go to another country to live and work, whatever country you go to in the world. And you'll be surprised how helpful people are and how kind people are if you just go out and about. I struggle a lot with things. I really, really do. Just with basic things sometimes. Maybe I don't know what a sign says that looks quite important, or maybe I don't know where to go, or maybe I'm allergic to something and I can't communicate it. Just ask your friends, or maybe even try and ask some people around you in the restaurant. Some people might speak English, and if they don't, they will do whatever they can to help you. They will get a translation app out, they will phone a friend, which has happened before. They'll just do whatever they can to make your experience nice. It's a beautiful walk. That's why I like vlogging, you know. If I didn't vlog, I probably would be in the house right now watching TV, because I'm really tired actually today. Really tired because of the heat. I would have stayed at home, but because I'm vlogging, I thought, well, I'm going to have to get out of the house or I'll not be posting a video this week. So vlogging's good too. If you're lazy, vlogging's good too. It's like a kind of push to get out of the house. Everyone chilling here, chilling. And something that's very popular here in China, a lot of people here want to make like language partners, shall I say. Like you teach them English, they teach you Chinese. They're up for that anytime. They love that. So I've got a lot of friends on my phone that usually I'll talk to, help them with English. They'll send me some translations or maybe a sentence, and I'll explain it, and vice versa. They'll help me too. I'll send them a sign, a road sign or whatever, a shop sign, some takeaway signs, food signs, restaurant signs, and I'll send them and they'll send me the translation within seconds. No payment, no nothing. It's kind of like I give you, you give me. It's a good relationship, and a lot of people like doing that here because you kind of get something out of it as well. I won't be surprised if I see Red Riding Hood down this path. Looks like the same path in the storybook, doesn't it? There'll be a wolf there somewhere. There's not really. Ah, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. So calm, so relaxing. And even if you're a foreigner and you don't have a lot of money when you come out here, it's not a problem. Things are so cheap here, like ridiculously cheap, food-wise, rent-wise, bills-wise. I mean, like I said before, I can get 3 takeaways in one day, including delivery, for under £10 British. Under £10. I mean, you probably can get 4 as well, depending on what you're getting. So yeah, money is not a big thing if you don't have a lot here. And you can always save a lot when you come here because everything's so cheap, you're not spending a lot. So you can save a lot for whatever you want, a mortgage in the future, travel the world, or buy a house when you go back home to your own country, or whatever you want to do. And before you start hating things, before you come to a country like China, just understand people live differently. Cultures are different. People are different. Other countries are different. They do things differently. So yeah, you kind of have to like adapt. I'm not saying agree with all of it, but I'm saying you can't hate it straight away. Just try and understand it first. Understand the culture, how people work, what people do. Not just hate it straight away because your country doesn't do it or you don't do it. Just try and understand it first. You don't have to like it. Just try and understand how people live in different countries. It's so easy to be judgmental when you go to another country. For example, if you come here, you'll say, why is he doing that? Why is she doing that? Why are they doing that? Why are they eating like this, or why are they doing that? You're in a different country, all right? You're not in your own country. That's how to do things. If people came to my country, they'll not like a lot of things, or they'll find a lot of things strange, and they'll be scratching their heads. But I hope they try and understand it. They understand they're in a different country, so they kind of just try and adapt, or yeah, just think people are different, you know, and that's just how it is. I should do walk and talk videos more often because I'm walking, I'm losing weight, I'm putting weight on a lot because food is cheap. So I'm taking advantage of that. So yeah, I'm eating a lot. So yeah, walk and talk really helps my fitness. So I'll do this more often. If you enjoy the video, if you don't mind me talking, I'm not showing you a lot of things, just my face, my mouth moving. Right, I've rambled on a lot here. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. If you have any questions or something you want to ask, don't be shy, just ask it. And let me know what other videos you want me to do, see, talk about. Let me know. Anyway, have a good day. Be good, be safe, be kind. I'll see you on the next one. Boom!